So as we discussed and we had great thoughts from our experts panels, and you all agree that paper is the key part of building sustainable future. We have to shift from plastics to paper, and well-known reasons are there. So these papers basically are made from renewable resources. It can be recycled, reused, and biodegradable. And also it helps in reducing waste and save natural resources. Now I think we have another video to play for the, please have a look to this interesting video.
What is perfection? Does it lie in the smallest of details or the bigger picture? As leaders in the paper industry, we embrace perfection every step of the way. The core of paper making lies in how each harvested bark is intricately processed. We've made strategic improvements to cater to the industry's growing demands, particularly the addition of more winder slitters in Paper Machine 3. We've raised customer roll production per winder set from 11 units to a robust 21 units, effectively doubling the quantity of rolls in less than 450 millimeter width from 1,500 to 3,000 tons per month. Previously a manual process, we've introduced the A5 automatic wrapping machine, boosting production volume from 150 to 350 tons per month. This not only reduces order lead time, but also elevates the quality and consistency of our wrapping processes. It's a strategic move, carefully tailored to meet the increasing demands of our valued customers. Quality is not just a standard, it's our commitment. Dust is a common challenge in paper production, emerging at various stages.
Paper consists of fiber and filler. When it become a mother roll and cut into the smaller size, during the cutting and slitting process, it will generate the dust. The dust extraction system working by vacuum system. Directly when mother roll is cutting, the slitting and cutting process will collecting the dust by the vacuum system. And every shift, our operation team checking the slitting and cutting quality by checklist. If there is no effective dust extraction system, the dust will accumulate in the surface of the paper, create jam, it will damage the machine. If ink is not stick properly to the surface, it will be affect the printing quality and the equipment in the printing itself.
At Paper One, our commitment to quality is unwavering, evident in our proactive management of dust throughout the production process. Ensuring consistent paper color is crucial for optimal quality.
During the paper making process, we have an auto line machine to check the separation quality. It is real-time checking. Goes to that process, we will have combined all 6 rolls together. These all 6 rolls could be came from the different batch of production from paper machine. So we will take sample from each of the rolls and combine it together. We check it by visually and also by ultraviolet lighting. Separation check is important because it will affect the printing color result. The end customer will get inconsistent color of printing if it is set is not proper.
Our commitment to quality extends to every detail. From machine checking to manual inspections, we ensure our paper delivers consistent excellence. To enhance product quality, we've integrated advanced quality inspection cameras at key points in our cut size machine.
We have a 3 position of camera in cut test machine. Camera before the wrapping machine is working by saving the accepted image inside that memory. If there is a rim from the sitting process is out of tolerance from the image that's saved inside the memory of camera, it will reject by the system. The camera after the wrapping paper is checking the wrapping paper quality. Whereas there is misalignment or wrong using of the wrapping paper, it will reject by the system. At cartonizing line machine, we have a camera to detect any defects out product from the carton machine. Any missing lid, a less number of rim, or you are using the wrong boxes, it will stop the conveyor and ask operator to check what is the quality issue that we have. Quality inspection camera is important because we have to avoid any defect product pass to the next process. It's only the good product that goes to the end customer.
We ensure precision in delivering your products with a focus on protection, pest prevention, and port enhancements. As we pack your paper cartons on pallets, we've upgraded from a single layer to a robust 4-layer structure using corrugated board, protecting cartons as they're loaded. There are also cameras to monitor pallet and cargo alignment during a loading process. Our commitment to quality extends to manual checks, ensuring each pallet meets our standards. With improved loadability patterns into containers, we've shifted from a single phase to a secure locking system, reducing product movement and minimizing damage during transportation. Addressing pest concerns, we've implemented container fumigation, deterring insects like bedbugs and termites, further safeguarding your cargo. Our commitment to efficiency is reflected in the expansion plan at Buatan Port. New container yard laden and cranes enhance our capacity. Security measures, including cameras, fencing, and barricades, further fortify the port. The new Jetty 5 is specifically designed to accommodate barges with a capacity of up to 300 feet. This expansion ensures we are prepared to meet the growing demands of our mill and the industry as a whole. Cameras on cranes monitor container and cargo conditions during loading, while additional cameras from truck to barge minimize cargo damage. To strengthen cargo security at sea, we've added barricades on the barge and strategically arranged containers with doors facing each other, a deterrent against unauthorized access. At Paper One, we advocate for a culture of continuous improvement, the core of our success as global industry leaders. What is perfection? It's our commitment to delivering high-quality paper every step of the way.
So thank you so much, April Group, for implementing various technologies. So Mr. Sahu, coming to you, sir. What are the other digital transformations or different technologies being implemented in your company other than what we have seen on the video?
I think digitalization is everywhere in today's generation, because digitalization is a wiring for any organization to create value for their customers. So if you have might seen the videos, it is a complicated process. The paper manufacturing is a complicated process. The way it is produced, I mean, more than 99% of water, and at the end of the day, you are producing a solid paper. That means it's a lot of things happening in between. So in order to control the things, the main pain point is to have a consistent quality. So in order to maintain that, we have various sections. Just to example something like, we produce uncoated wood-free grade, and one of the major issues is the dusting. So whether the product is dust-free or not, or how to control that, I mean dust while producing, so that it will not create issues in the printer's end. So we have the detectives or the things which can detect the dust. And apart from that, we have like shade matching, because shade is a critical parameter because most of these grades are going to the publishing segment. If you have shade variation, different shades, then while printing your book, there will be issues. So that is one critical area where we do, things to not to happen those things. And other than that, maintaining consistent quality throughout the process. So we deploy a lot of quality control cameras, DCS system, QCS system, which are managed digitally, so that we produce or cater seamless quality to the customers.
Yeah, makes sense. I think quality is something very critical, and all these transformative technologies help us a lot. But the question coming to me, when we talk about advanced product or something which needs better functionality and all, quality is something should be taken care. But when we talk about the quality, it's all about cost. Because if they have to produce the quality paper, they need better raw materials, maybe expensive machines, maybe more advanced processes. And all such things add cost to the process to produce the quality papers. So how do you manage, Mr. Max, the balance between quality and cost when you have to produce the quality product, but same time, as we discussed earlier, we don't want to transfer the cost to the consumers. So it's a bit tricky business, but how do you manage so?
So when it comes to cost, right, it's a super sensitive topic, but actually everything comes with a price, along with it. And before that, over the last 3 days, if you take a look around, a lot of manufacturer or converter producing the end product, in stationery segment, right? A lot of them are actually buying from us. So the reason being, and a lot of questions have been popping out and been, inquired, which is, how come all along they are super loyal to as a flagship product? paper supplier, as example we are, right? So there's a strong correlation between cost and quality. And I'm just speaking on behalf of a commercial standpoint that when it comes to cost, when it comes to quality, right, you can literally identify few of the pain points. One is the production vulnerability. That's one, right, for the manufacturer, whatever end product they are producing, right? The other thing is the paper quality itself, which is the print density, right? And probably another thing you might be able to identify, let's say, opacity, which is literally the light you see through the paper itself. So every part of it is all very pivotal and very critical when it comes to quality, right? So as Hempel, right, as April, we basically bring out the fact that there are three core values we fully committed to drive this so-called value commitment. We call it QPC procedure we've been following through. First thing is the Q stands for quality. So basically, we try to enhance the best quality ever for all the readers, right? Or for commercial use or for educational, purpose or whatever. And P literally means productivity. So what we do is that we aim to bring up 30% extra for the printing speed, okay? And we will reduce literally 35% of the machine stoppage. And every part of it, you can capitalize, you can monetize the value back to the manufacturer itself, that you can reinvest whatever innovative, development or product you try to develop in the future to stay more sustainable in the longer run, as well as more competitive as well. So we are now going away from these three core commitment: QPC, quality, productivity, as well as the cost effective.
QPC. Anyone, can you say what is the stand for QPC?
There's a prize for it? No, just joking. Okay, no.
You gentlemen, QPC. Quality, productivity, and the cost. Give a big round of applause to this gentleman. He is most among us one of the attentive listener, because this kind of conversation what's happened, guys. We need to also learn and implement wherever we'll be doing our work. And by the way, how many of you are using the Xerox papers in your offices? I believe most of you must be using the papers, right? That's what, Mr. Sahu, coming to you. If you ask consumers, we as a consumers can never ever be satisfied. We always demand for more. So, building on the insights what Max just mentioned, what is your strategies of Apple company, and how do you manage this demanding consumers for better quality, more quality, etc.? Mr. Jant.
Mr. Kunal, very interesting question. The thing is that the biggest challenge of paper, it's a Me Too product. I mean, every producer, they are producing the white paper. End of the day, everybody thinks that it is a white paper. But when you get into the nitty-gritty, there is a lot of difference. What we do with our Paper One, which is our flagship brand, we have our Prodigy technology, which can save your ink. I mean, there are two modes in a printer, best mode and draft mode. We have an independent certification from an independent body, wherein we got certificate that if you use our paper, it can save almost like 18% of ink by using Paper One. So what exactly we do? We have a fine nano coating on the surface of the paper, by virtue of which the ink will not get penetrated inside the paper, whether it is inkjet, laserjet, or maybe if you are using xerography paper. So that is one thing what we do, and we differentiate. End of the day, how do you differentiate with your brand? That makes a lot of sense, and that is the way forward, I guess. That is one. And Habibi, as you said, like I believe you are from Egypt. Yeah. So I know Xerox used to be there, but now you see a lot of Paper One in the market also. So you please try to get some of the goods and try to use, then you will see the real difference, what is the value we provide when you use Paper One.
Now, coming to sustainability, Mr. Danny, he is silent, and then let me, Habibi, Mr. Danny. Sustainability is something very important, critical, as we discussed in the with Rohit as well. And definitely, your company must have set some standard, some values to reach to that specific landmark, whatsoever you have a plan. So, in your company, what are the practices and the policies, etc., you have to ensure that you are aligning with the values of sustainability, whatsoever you have fixed as a target to achieve, Mr. Danny?
I think there has been some good discussions previously about this topic, but the key is business have to have these realizations, or they have to acknowledge the fact that they are being expected to contribute to environmental protections. And this leads to business or the business stakeholders, they are being more aware of green credentials of products. And it means certifications or assurance of products that actually coming from responsibly sourced materials, right? And of course, with the absence of such certifications, assurance, business reputation or business opportunity is actually at risk. And from there, what April's offers as key solutions, we have discussed about PFC. And from PFC, there is assurance of 100% of renewable fiber sources used in April products. But from product perspective, we are actually taking it to another level. So we are offering our first carbon neutral products, Paperworld Digital Carbon Neutral, ATGSM. And this product is actually certified, assessed, and certified by SCS Global Services. And how many in the audience that we use Apple technology or Apple products? And the same global SCS Global Services, the same certification body, they are actually supporting Apple in Apple Watch certifications for carbon neutral Apple Watch, starting from generation 3. So we are actually working with this credible certification body on paper products. So methodology used in assessment is called cradle to grave, but let me speak in simple terms. It's actually the full life cycle of products, from harvesting of raw material to the manufacturing process of the paper products, to the logistic, to the use of the products by end consumer, and towards the end of life of this product. So throughout this full life cycle process, we assess the carbon emissions being produced throughout, and we offset this with a credible projects. And we believe that this project will actually give a lot of values to businesses to achieve your sustainability goal. But of course, at the same time, we want to enjoy high quality products, which has also partially been mentioned by Mr. Giant here. So we offer Paperworld Digital Carbon Neutral products that comes with the Pro Digi technology that gives you the quality perspective, the quality properties. And this product is also 100% carbon neutral. So we would actually really love to discuss about these products in details. Please do so. Visit our booth, and we would love to speak to you more in details.
Yeah, thank you so much. Can you let us know, the audience, what is the booth number where they can find you?
So you can see April products, April logo, right? That is very close to the entrance. You can see a lot of April representative ready to visit, welcome you. Yeah.
Please do visit the stand and know more about what exactly April is doing. Great for the environment. As building on this, thank you so much, Danny, that we all know that sustainability is going to be more important going forward. And maybe the demand of paper and the paper bows is going to be further increased. So how exactly, coming to you, Max, how do you manage, or what is your plan to have the stable supply of your products, same time managing your suppliers or your suppliers for the continuous raw materials whatsoever you are getting it and supplying to the market your products? The stable supply is very critical, very important going forward. Maybe the increasing demand also. So how are you exactly taking care?
Thank you very much for the question. I think as a globalized supplier, right, we've been selling paper product all throughout the world, up to 130 countries as of now. So globalization is really on top of our head. Everything we work out, day in, day out. We focus on this, how to stabilize, right, and make sure it's consistent supply. So basically, you all know that the recent geopolitical evolvement or progression of what's going on, in the States or in Asia, whatever the presidential election or whatever. So we are actually in a world after, let's say, post-COVID period, a lot of disruption, especially when it comes to supply chain disruption, whether you're from the angle of inbound or outbound. So everybody try to shorten, right, the inbound cost and outbound, delivery as well. So what we do is that we have a global setup presence from the channel, presence throughout the entire world. Number two is that we are present in Brazil, in Europe, in Asia, China, and everything. So we have the production setup in Indonesia for paper, and there's another sizable production, presence in China. And on top of that, we are working with one of the flagship shipping line or logistic company that which is the enabler to make sure that the consistency is a supply and in-time supply. Let me just, repeat myself again. In-time supply is super, super critical, particularly when it comes to, we are literally in a scenario where you foresee a lot of fluctuation, and uncertainty, a lot of uncertain factor coming along the way, right, day in, day out. So, basically we try to make sure that we are fully integrated in the industry, in the paper industry. So in terms of stabilization, in terms of consistent supply, I think we are very much on the top of the entire supply chain, right? So probably a few things I would like to address. Number one is the very stable, consistent supply. Number two, this is all for the entire participant, also visitor as well, like diversify business model. You have no idea, like we got a commercial global head for paper sitting down there. We've been traveling global wide. We just came back from lots of places, Australia, Middle East, Africa, America, all over the place, or Europe. So we've been talking to hundreds of thousands of people. What happened is that how they are able to stay on top of the line, how are they gonna be able to survive? Diversify your business model. You got to, bring up something different, that differentiator. So I'm not joking about, one fun fact that one of our channel partner we work with in southern part of Southeast Asia, they are literally they are just stationary supplier, but they are producing more than 800 different product portfolio. How amazing is that? And they've been selling all over the place. And we got our channel partner probably sitting down there in the back as well. They are actually the biggest manufacturer for envelope in Malaysia, right? So they've been selling to 55 countries easily, right? So this is how I got to know that how diversified model they have already developed and implemented. So we like to work with channel partner, right, to do something like that to make sure that it's very sustainable in the longer term. So I would like to just address this part. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,